Hey everyone, Odds here. Welcome back to the channel. I am glad to be back. I was out on vacation for last week. I hope you guys didn't miss me too much. I left a couple of 2v2 videos for you. Hope you enjoyed that. Yeah, the new patch came out. We had the big building update, and then the day after, they had changed everything after the buildings because of the formations and stuff. It seemed like a lot of people were complaining that maybe aggro was dead, so I've played a few games now. I'm just starting to get sort of the handle of things, so I wouldn't consider what I'm playing here to be like right or true or whatever, but I wanted to answer the question, is aggro dead? So I played a bunch of games and I'm trying different aggro strats to try to see how it fares in this current meta and this current update and see what we can pull off here. So let's just jump right into it. We've chosen the Fire Badger spec, and we're up against Elite spec. So this is the Saber Fang start. And one thing that's really thrown me off in this update is actually like, you have all the buildings here, and all the formations are just out of whack. If you use any of the predefined formations, they like half of them don't even work anymore. So everyone's got to be on their toes and doing their own style, which is pretty cool. So I think with aggro right away, what seems to be helping me is actually like getting a bit more money is you actually sell out of one of your structures right away. It also gives you more flexibility of where your units can be positioned. So round one, I buy the field recovery right away and sell it, and it's a net of 0, right? It costs 100 for this field recovery, and you get 100 back for selling that. But then next round, like the money starts to add up, basically. And so this round, so we start out, we sell the big guy on this side, and I've chosen to attack this side. I think you kind of generally want to avoid the walls, but whether or not it's like the chain gun, little Chungus, or the big Chungus, depends on, like, I don't think it matters. I think it depends on what your unit is and which unit you put first to tank. That makes the difference there. So I think you can pretty safely go aggro on either the small or large Chungus. So in this case, we do go up against spiders here, and our sabers are just crushing it. I'm gonna fast forward a bit here. And yeah, with the elite, they do have level 2 marks, but we do manage to pop that off. And we've already got a level. All right. Mobile beacon looks pretty good for aggro, so does shield airdrop. My photon is not bad either. Extended range saber, that could be a thing, but I think losing 40% HP on the saber is like not really worth it. Actually, maybe it's fine in the matchup with Tarantula. Maybe I should experiment with that more, but yeah, I've gone with the the shield here. We're gonna pop it in the corner, and so we're gonna get a safe crawler on the flank here, and I'm building more crawlers. You'll see I have the chaff up in front to tank for the anti-armor cannon, and then my heavy armor behind it. And then here, yeah, we forego, because we're Fire Badger spec, we've foregone the chaff clear in the first round. We just built our chaff up, and now we're starting to build it up. And so this is going to deploy safely on the right. Good thing to know, missiles do one-shot any of these cannons, and thankfully that was just outside of the shield, so we did pop that off. I don't think it would really matter too much anyway. But yeah, the opponent here has got the tarantulas now, try to deal with the chaff so that the cannon can work out in his favor, but yeah, we got rid of that quickly. So, oh, nice one shot with that. We're gonna get the tower. We do get the tower. And yeah, things are just so slowed down here with the extra... Oh no, wait, we don't have a cannon there. I think we had a cannon here, right? And did we sell that this round? I believe so. Nothing's come here. So yeah, now we've sold that, so we got the extra $100. So we actually are making money now. And the walls are worth 50. Like, you can sell them too if you feel like it. slow that down. Okay, so all right, here's an interesting choice. So we got the two rhinos, there's Stormies, the Phoenix, there's Steel Ball. All good options. I think a level 3 Stormcaller is actually incredibly strong on round 3, and maybe that was the correct choice here. I actually thought my opponent was probably going to be going for that, so I think we go for the Rhino here. The Phoenix I'm also not getting because we've already got the single shot damage with these sabers. So yeah, we do go for the Rhino. Opponent is still choosing. Opponent goes for, yeah, the Steel Ball, which I think is a great choice. You can take down the shield like pretty quickly with the Steel Ball. So you can just kind of shut down this annoying, you know, whatever's going on in the corner here. So yeah, we did sell that. We got the $100 for that. I don't know if we're going to sell anything this round, if we sell this shield or this wall or not. Be interested to see if we take that extra $100. So I was noticing, yeah, this marksman was locking on the sabers, so I think we're trying to get an extra chaff here, but we don't want it to all get shot by the cannon. So we're working on that. We do get this rhino here. We get a rhino in this corner. We left a 3 space here. Crawler, and we're just going to build up our crawlers here. Build up our chaff. So that's looking pretty good, and yeah, you'll see now we have much better tanking. And on the side here, it looks like we're actually going to be able to kill those steel balls. Oh, we get the tower with the rhino. There we go. With that, like, this stuff is too slow to ever get to our tower. Nice. This rhino gets a level and stays alive. That's looking pretty good. We're gonna skip forward a little bit here. We got a big army left. Nice. Alrighty. So here, Jav is offered. That's pretty good. We could Jav the steel ball. Yeah, okay, we're gonna Jav the steel balls. Because if we can do that, then our rhino is probably free to do what he wants. He can tank this tarantula. Oh, we are gonna get a missile here. And yeah, we got lots of levels. It'd be good to get this to level 3. And we'd have really bad chaff clear here, so maybe we're gonna solve that this turn with some more fire badgers, maybe. Let's have a look. Okay, we sell out of our wall this turn. So we had the extra $50, so we had 350. So we could do 3 rounds of chaff, or we could do a missile and a fire badger or something. And a missile fire badger chaff. Okay, so here we go. We've got the crawler. Yeah. Okay, so we've got this mobile beacon here. I think we're trying to run into the tower now. And we're going to try and blow up these steel balls so we can run past it. These level 2 tarantulas, like, they do quite a bit of damage, to be honest, against level 1 rhino. So it's unfortunate that one didn't get a level. And we're off. We're starting to deploy in this other corner now, by the way. Nice, we get that steel ball. Our rhino does die, though. Now we're walking in, one-shotting that heavy gun, Big Chungus. Rhino's walking in. Saber almost kills that with one shot. So noticing now, the rhino is getting very close to the tower here and dying. So that's a pretty good opportunity to go for exploding rhinos. When you see that happening in your aggro, like, sometimes it's a good choice to make. The only downside in this comp is we're actually going pretty heavy on the ground units, so we've got fire badgers. And the sabers, like, they got a lot of health too, so it kind of sucks if they were to explode. So you really don't want your rhinos to explode your own guys. But if we can kind of thread the needle a bit, we might be okay doing exploding rhinos. There's a good pack here to blow up as well. Another mobile beacon, shield, amp core. Yeah, we take the mobile beacon. So when you're on aggro, so now we can have 2 mobile beacons. And if you're going for rhinos and you get double mobile beacon, that's like amazing. Same with like redeploy or deployment mod. Very, very important items to pick up if you're playing aggro, because then you can move your rhinos around or whatever, you know, your wasps or whatever unit you're doing. We'd even, like, for example, if we had redeploy or whatever, we can move a saber over here. We could use a missile on these fangs and just have the saber come in and blow this up in one shot. No big deal whatsoever. Yeah, so we've got these rhinos. It's level 2. Oh, okay, yeah. So we sold that rhino because we still had like this free field recovery. So yeah, why not? We sell it and we buy it back as a level 2. I think. Did we do that last turn? I'm pretty sure we did that though. I think we did that last turn actually. Yeah, maybe I missed that. Double shields are up for our opponent here. We do have our shield up, our 1 shield. We're going to put it in this corner now. And yeah, it looks like we're building up our chaff clear now. So we're realizing chaff clear is a bit of a problem. If we can get good targeting on our sabers, like this is a crazy good saber right now. I wish I had field maintenance on it because it would be indestructible. So we get the mobile beacons, but no. Yeah, so that one could have... Looking at this again, yeah, see... This one would have blown up all these steel balls. The other one would have blown up here in the face of all of these tarantulas and whatnot. So perhaps next turn, it's looking good for destructive or blowing up rhinos here. When it does have a lot of stuff. So we're actually going to take quite a bit of damage here. Nice job. Okay, laser, intensive training. Both interesting cards here. Laser, yeah, okay, so we go for the laser. What's the thought process here? We put the laser in the saber. We want the saber to shoot farther because we don't want to spend 300 on range. Is that the case? Or do we put it on the fire badger? We don't have any text on fire badger. Getting range on fire badger would be pretty good. Yep, there we go. Okay, so we do pop that laser on the fire badger. So now look at that range, that's pretty sweet. And we get our mobile beacons going. So we've been investing a lot. Okay, there we go. There, final blitz. Nice. We've been investing a lot tacking on this side. And what I would like to see, I know this is my own replay, right? But if we started to put some more aggression on this side now, I feel like this side looking good. Oh, see now? So, okay, so we've gone with the final blitz. And like I was saying before, this can sometimes have a negative effect, killing your own stuff. So now we're going up into the wasps as well to complement our rhinos. But yeah, I would like to see some aggro here now. You see, like, all these units are being pulled to the side. We could very easily start putting pressure on that other tower. Okay, rhinos coming in, and boom, we get a nice explosion there. Our rhino is walking in now. Nice. Not the worst explosion, not the best either, though. Look at the tower, look at the tower. This tarantula is getting scary. Level 4. Wasps are gonna get a level. That's really good. Level 3 wasp. I have changed out my text on wasp a bit here. I decided to add in the ground spec again, but I removed shield. I felt that maybe with jump drive and shield, they kind of serve a similar purpose. Not exactly, but like kind of like, because you could jump drive and move things around to avoid damage. Like, I don't know, I'm playing with it. Jump drive may need to be removed in this meta, I'm not sure. Yeah, okay, so Wraiths offered, Stormies, Farseer, yeah. Looks like, so Wraith is a really good option here, right? I was saying our problem is, if we keep building ground units and our rhinos get slowed down, they're going to blow up all of our own stuff. So we need to go for air now. So Wraith's good. Also, really good tech on Wraith. Degen, 200 bucks, and it does so much. Your opponent, in order to counter it, needs to get Photon. Photon is very expensive tech. You either need a boat or the Farseer, and then the tech itself is at least double Degen, depending on which unit you go for. So Degen very strong, even if your Wraiths die quickly. Yeah, it looks like... Okay, we've got another Rhino. Are we going to start going on the other side here? Yeah, here we are. Okay. So we still want this to run in. We need to make sure this one runs by, otherwise it's going to just... Well, I mean, it doesn't get very far anyway. Maybe we don't need that mobile beacon. Maybe we could use it here. It may be good to have a Wraith on this side, but it is kind of scary going into these marksmen. Yeah, okay, so I think maybe... Okay, so the other thing here, we've got a double missile to pop this steel ball, because there's nothing else in front of the steel ball, and the steel ball is trying to stop our Rhino. Nope, that's a different round. Sorry. In a future round, I think that's going to happen, maybe next round. Okay, this Rhino gets all the way in, and he pops off and blows up that tower. No problem whatsoever. The Rhino looks like he did his job too, and now we're collapsing in on this remaining tower here. Somehow, maybe because of the oil nerf, we did not ignite the oil. Plus with the range on our Fire Badger prevents us from lighting ourselves on fire. So it looks like we're going to take this round. We're just going to walk in and punch it to death. Okay, opponent is against the ropes now. Advanced missile, laser, another laser is pretty good. You know, advanced missile might have been a good choice here. Like I was saying, doubling the missiles. Would have saved, well, would have cost the same amount, I guess. So yeah, laser's probably better. We can throw that on something else. You know what else would be good to see here is anti-missile devices to prevent our rhinos from being slowed down. But we picked up range on our Wasp, so after you go one round with Wasp, it's really important for the following round to get range. Typically, you're going to see, you know, Mustangs or some kind of Wraith, maybe even, yeah, Wraith rather, to counter the Wasp. You need to make sure you stay out of range here. Yeah, here we go. Look at all these missiles here. So yeah, I put 2 missiles down to pop this steel ball as quickly as I can. We've still got some pressure here. 1,100 bucks. What else are we gonna do here? We got another shield in the corner. We're still trying to run in here. Other thing with the opponent is they have not leveled their towers at all whatsoever, and I feel like if you're playing against this, you need to level your towers. So these rhinos, they do like 40,000 damage to the tower minimum. I don't even have like armor, but if you click armor, it would do even more. I don't need to click armor because they're getting in far enough and the towers are only level 1. Important pickup here is EMP. Nice. Oh, Javelin was huge. But yeah, that EMP, you notice that stops our rhino from exploding. That's an important skill to take. Next round, if there is a next round, we would take our photon on our rhinos. But it looks like there's not going to be next round. So yeah, aggro, still thriving, still alive. I think there's just, you got to change your game plan a little bit. Take the early sell out of some of your buildings. You get some extra money. And yeah, you can still kind of go ham. And then it's important to make sure the correct unit is in front of these towers here. So you notice this rhino is in front of the rapid fire cannon, the small chungus. So that way it does basically nothing. Even like Void Eyes with the like free tech don't die to a rapid fire cannon. And then the big chungus, yeah, you just make sure you got chaff in front. And it's really not that big of a deal. I feel like it kind of helps in some cases, in some deployments, it may help. Like you may have a wall and a small chungus, and that's going to do really well at stopping the opponent from pushing into you, even especially if you throw like one Stormcaller or whatever behind. It can work out really well. So I hope you enjoyed that game. I'm going to quickly bring another game to you, so stay tuned. Tomorrow I'm going to have another aggro game. It's going to be similar to this, so we're still going to be exploring how, is aggro dead? What can we do? How can we solve our aggro problems? If you're having problems with aggro, how do you push through? Because I think a lot, some people are getting bored of, it's only been a few days, but some people are getting bored. It's like just standard. But yeah, I'm not super interested in standard. I think I tried a bit, but I just get frustrated because like it's so boring to me in the beginning, and then all of a sudden there's like one round where someone builds like giants and someone doesn't, or like something where Titan comes out, or there's just like in the later rounds the swings are way too big, so like one tiny mistake is like kind of like frustrating. But yeah, so I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks again for checking it out and being here on the channel. Leave me a like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. Any comments down below? What you guys think? How has your aggro gameplay been? If you found any cool tricks, let me know. And I'll see you next time. See ya.